Skole ngambulo luku. With whatever we do. Jioni safu nola. With whatever we do. Hale yide munyu skula. Nyepamne nekulukula. Nyepangiragala gena. Nyepamne nekulukula. Ibuloke nongoto ni beti sola. Ibuloke dato ni betoto.
Bege Congo.
Lamin.
Na.
Lamin te jibe norin te nyame Lamin.
Kama na wulo kono.
Wulo kono nyinta mo Lamin.
Pa bilenki.
Muna ngata afamole.
Haina.
Ngata. Ngoto le. Fabrama.
Mingi. Baba nyola.
Ngoto le Fabrama.
Namu jumala kan kuma diten.
Fabrama.
Jumala mu.
Ndele bare muso.
Lunda mana.
Kamo kata.
Jamani mbere.
Lindo ko.
Jamani.
Bari ngoto man kontande.
Bari jamani fana na ramu man kontan.
Ngoto minaka ngalamin je fon filitala. Lamin jibe nori nyala.
Lamin ile sira sama na benki. Yala so tol sayni no ko ngol ko momo.
Ngoto.
Nam.
Iterinte yalo ne Lamin hakilo diata bake karamngoto. Anu santeng ministry ko di ngole si suko na amanke ko do holiday
si bitun
bagona ringa
ala ni ko kede namo balo
ala ni na ko na karta bulo be dam ala ni je
ngoto
nam
ngoto mon kontan fere
jamani mu ne keda
ifika Lamin ki wulo ko no nyintay mon ko do fete malo Lamin nyande sila la be la moy kala karam
jamani karam mo be soron ni ko fasi ta wulo ko nako
baba
karam wol ma ko ni ko karam wol soron da amanke comme holiday lem ngoto dindi wo nyanta sila la ala karangola mo yamen kamen fue man kontan anda mande
alla nyin kombo courant adanda la kombo ndo la jankara mol soron do kamen courant ma ra lo kombo e ko ndol fanena karam mol soron je karam mol soron Lamin ada lo nyino la man tara fe na sokon ala mu nekela
Lamin ite foyde malon ko lesinol be ke kar radio to
nga fine
e ko nyadi mo Lamin
nga fine
ya mu na fonye
bi kabin mina kan ntambita nteri maning Fatu ndambite la sukala ala diningol bebe siri be la moyka
faru dan so am fana tambira jele ni subala la ngaje diningol be jet talanta nen kili warol e be serin jelet
sa Lamin farante ku kili wo ke no la ba Lamin bitaka wulo ko no nyinta mo Lamin
amandara fenela
ite dine ko ni man si yakaru la suno la moy radio to e balon na
mu ne ka ke afonde ba ñaara ni alon
telentel jikot
afonde ba mu ne be ke
ite balon tel be cikritel ni man karambe ku kele yaaje nata karana mbasa mala ya tarije
par ñaarande kombo courant ho findira kombo ide na rajede ni sonka bay ko Lamin ma ñata la wulo ko karam mo be so da fane membe
ko to wole nati bawo ngalle ni Lamin kuntala kombo courant o ka fa me kombo courant asototal wala kinay ko e sisu wo kono bari ni ko e sisu wo kono be karangol dike la radio lin telel to hani tele masoto to nyaay man tele soto la bungo bar radio be bulen koto batiri sanga ay si ay alama
sa do kala nyaadi
ko ta o bulaji
ado kala nyaadi
kamun ke nyaadi
radio abe wala mola be mona falaje
ibe la karandirol kala jele
ti talle be radio ko men ka karandirol
ile subjector baby jele baby jele
wala nanga coco moy fa dan so wala ngombe tambi kana ngadi ni wolde be ikadum bungo ko kala marmo
asototal de
Lamin mala be kara wala de
bari laftalal ideal on ko inde every year second wala fourth
muna ni ko ndé ko folle sinila mba ndé le sinilo ne ba
mba say mba foke en koto wole fango yen wulindi yalo famo keta bat yim fadam bulata ko ko me yen nati jambi Lamin nyanta karana ndel be jiko be nyineka ya bulay kara wulo kono ta kilar ya bambalo yo be bulaje koto dindi ngoy si ayala le sino la moy radio
wara ka munda kara mo man soro Lamin nyanta kara si so na radio
la sila le ayala le sino
ndal ko korno ko smolo
kilar ya
be ndela ko momo say mi do ni ko no kera
mengi bruso
ndela ko ro la ba rosa no radio ba no bari woro radio ni abe jele ba ngamra do man dembe buljan dala nyara nyar wo ko fendi mo la Lamin tayra ba rosa
bara te ku folo ajibe nori nya Lamin tamete ku
teku
bari ko do famo ke
ja image nañu ñambol si zol le keje kisigi man si zol no le kafun ka ñowa bari ñambu kino ni mañana ka finde ni nambe ko zol la ga
ngalle limbeta de be ñambo do dilanna
ñara nim ko ridin fennat ñara nata
bari famo ke da
ngata bungono tammi bungono ñara ngando ko fele ko ke e baru nganda ni pelo la ndija
iyo awa der la
bungono bismillah bisu diara
pendulala yefungo tanka sina dolu tanka koro korota korota
Hello viewers and listeners, welcome to another English lesson. But before we go further, in the previous presentation, we had an assignment, and the assignment was fill in the gap with the most appropriate conjunction. We look at number 1. Dakar dash Lagos are big cities. Number 2, monkeys dash hyenas live in the bush. Number 3, dash Omar dash Babu is fit for the job. Number 4, dash Bintu dash Sally has the key to the store. Number 5, dash the windows were open. Dash the windows were opened by the burglar. Number 6, dash the boys want to work hard at school. Number 7, dash a laptop, dash a desktop is suitable for the work. Now let's look at the corrections. The corrections are here. Dakar and Lagos are big cities. So the space is being filled by the conjunction and. Number 2, monkeys and hyenas lives in the bush. So the dash is filled by and. Number 3, either Omar or Babu is fit for the job. So the dash, the first dash was filled by either, and then the second one is filled by O. Now, neither Bintu nor Sally has the key to the store. Neither and no fill the two gaps. Number 5, either of the windows were opened by the burglar. Either fill the gap. Number 6, neither of the boys want to work at school. Neither fills the space. Number 7, does a laptop or a desktop is suitable for the job. Either a laptop or a desktop is suitable for the job. That is the correction. Today's lesson, we will be talking about prepositions. We look at the definition of prepositions. Prepositions are words that indicate or show relationship between noun or pronoun with other words in the sentence. In other words, prepositions connect noun or pronoun to the rest of the other words in a sentence. Example 1. The book is on the table. We have the book and the table, and the word on shows relationship between the book and the table. Though preposition and conjunctions are doing the work of connection, but they are different. Conjunctions joined, preposition shows relationship. Number 2, I passed the watchman at the gate. So at is a preposition showing the relationship between I passed the watchman and that of the gate. Number 3, I went to school yesterday. To is a preposition showing the relationship between I went and to the school yesterday. Classification of preposition. Prepositions can be classified as 1. Simple or one-word preposition. 2. Compound preposition. 3. Complex preposition. Let's look at simple preposition. Simple preposition, this refers to the preposition that consists only one word. Example: in, on, at, for, with, from, of, up, upon, into, by, of, etc. Examples in sentences. Number 1 says, leave the chair in the class. The preposition in is a simple preposition because it is one word preposition, remember? It says, leave the chair in the class. Number 2, he is talking on the phone. Again, on is a simple preposition because it's one word and is showing the relationship between he is talking and the phone. Number 3, you have to knock. Number 3, you have to knock at the door. You have to knock at the door. At is a simple preposition doing the work of showing relationship between you have to knock and the door. Number 4, this work is for you. For is a simple preposition showing the relationship between this work is and that of you. Number 5, he came from America. From is a preposition, simple preposition, connecting or showing relationship rather between he came and America. Let's look at another type of preposition, that is compound preposition. As this, compound prepositions, these are prepositions that consist of 2 words. Example: away from, instead of, along with, ahead of, as of, from behind, up to, because of. Examples: I was out of pocket yesterday. So we can see they consist of 2 words here, out and of, and they are all prepositions. Number 2 says, he came from behind and entered without my notice. He came from behind and entered without my notice. From and behind are compound preposition. Number 3, you came instead of going. Instead of is a compound preposition. Number 4, he went up to the house but found nobody. He went up to the house but found nobody. Up to is a compound preposition. Number 5, she was not present as of that time. She was not present as of that time. As of is the compound preposition there in that sentence. Now let's look at complex prepositions. These are prepositions that consist of more than 2 words. They are sometimes called phrase prepositions. Example: in addition to, in view of, in front of, by means of, on account of, on top of, with regard to, on behalf of, an account of, for the sake of, etc. Examples: he added 10,000 in addition to the previous amount. In addition to is a complex preposition there in that sentence. In addition to. Number 2, she was speaking on behalf of the president. She was speaking on behalf of the president. On behalf of is a complex preposition there. Number 3, the mango tree was right in front of the gate. In front of is the complex preposition there. Number 4 says the bird has its net on top of the roof. On top of is the complex preposition there. Number 5, Omar helped us with regard to the logistic. With regard to is a complex preposition there. Now let's look at a quick summary of the prepositions. Prepositions connect noun or pronoun to the rest of the words in a sentence. In other words, they show relationship between noun and pronoun to other words in the sentence. Prepositions can be classified as simple or one-word preposition, compound preposition, complex preposition. Simple prepositions refers to the prepositions that consist only one word. One word. Example, in, on, at, for, with, from, of, up, upon, into, by, of. A compound preposition is a preposition that consists of two words. Example, away from, out of, instead of, along with, ahead of, as of, from behind, up to, because of, etc. Complex prepositions consist of more than two words. They are sometimes called phrase prepositions. Examples, in addition to, in view of, in front of, by means of, on account of, on top of, with regard to, on behalf of, an account of, for the sake of, etc. Now let's look at this exercise. Underline the prepositions in the following sentence. Underline the prepositions in the following sentences. Number 1, you will finish the typing by tomorrow. Number 2, Yasin is in the bedroom. Number 3, do not visit me at night. Number 4, Omar came on time for the class. Number 5, he opened the padlock with the key. Number 6, she is going to Dakar. Number 7, he kicked the ball towards me. Number 8, the bird flew through the window. Number 9, he was walking along the road. Number 10, I need to rest for 3 hours. Let's look at the corrections and compare your work with this. Number 1, the preposition there is by. You will finish the typing by tomorrow. The preposition there is by. Number 2, the preposition is in. Yasin is in the bedroom. Number 3, do not visit me at night. The preposition there is at. Number 4, Omar came on time for the class. The preposition is on. Number 5, he opened the padlock with the key. The preposition there is with. Number 6, she is going to Dakar. The preposition there is to. Number 7, he kicked the ball towards me. Towards me is the preposition there. Number 8, the bird flew through the window. Through is the preposition there. Number 9, he was walking along the road. Along is the preposition there. Number 10, I need to rest for 3 hours. For is the preposition there. Now let's look at another class work. Use the most appropriate preposition to fill in the gap in each sentence. Number 1, the lack dash salt made the food tasteless. Number 1, the lack dash salt made the food tasteless. Number 2, they count dash me for help. They count dash me for help. Number 3, she entered her room and sat dash the bed. She entered her room and sat dash the bed. Number 4, he is coming dash your father. He is coming dash your father. Number 5, he died dash coronavirus. Number 5, he died dash coronavirus. Compare your answers with these corrections. Number 1, the lack of salt made the food tasteless. So the answer is lack of. The appropriate preposition there is lack of. Number 2, they count on me for help. So the preposition, the most appropriate preposition there is on. Number 3, she entered her room and sat on the bed. The appropriate preposition there is on. Number 4, he is coming with your father. The appropriate preposition there is with. Number 5, he died because of coronavirus. The appropriate preposition there is of. Now, let's take this assignment. Use the most appropriate preposition to fill in the gap in the following sentences. Use the most appropriate preposition to fill in the gap in the following sentences. Number 1, they are playing dash the field. Number 2, because dash the rain, I couldn't come. Number 3, he left dash morning. Number 4, I saw Omar dash his house. Number 5, he kicked the ball dash the window. Number 6, neither the minister nor the department secretary was present dash the meeting. Number 7, she has been teaching dash 10 years. Number 8, I met him dash the holiday. Number 9, they were given 10,000 dash the previous amount. Number 10, he came dash nowhere and entered our room. Thank you very much, viewers and listeners. This brings us to the end of the lesson. The advice is that stay at home, be safe, wash your hands with soap, follow your lesson, do your assignment until we come your way. Thank you.